Which would you rather have? More exciting burger box or more exciting food?
This is her story. She's our gator. You'll be seeing her later.
You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
Thanks.
You understand?
Mark never gave vampires much thought
Blue, tall, dark, and handsome.
until he became one.
Oh, wow, I love your outfits.
I'm not wearing a costume.
Now he's losing his girl,
It's like you're not the Mark I thought I knew. You look like Jerry Lewis.
his customers,
Get out of here!
and his mind.
I don't want to be a vampire. I'm a day person.
Nothing is sacred in a tasty comedy.
Can't go on forever. I gotta go to college.
Once Bitten, rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you. Check local listings.
Happy 2021 and welcome back to Video Dungeon Theater. It's a new year and we've got a brand new episode for you today. Piping hot, fresh from Mama's microwave. We're gonna be watching Body Melt and the Deadly Spawn. But before we get into it, let me just take this opportunity to reintroduce the series to my first-time viewers. My name is Tapehead, and I am what is known as a VHS elemental. An elemental is basically a supernatural being composed entirely of a single kind of elemental matter. Water, for example, is going to get you a water elemental. Fire, on the other hand, gets you a fire elemental. And magnetic VHS tape gets you yours truly, of course. I am the keeper of the Video Dungeon, which is an underground network of tunnels and hidden chambers containing every video known to humankind. Here in the Video Dungeon are videos undreamed of. An infinity of movies, cartoons, TV shows, deranged fantasies, and perverse figments of imagination. I will be your host as the mysteries of the Video Dungeon are revealed to you. So bear with me as I figure out the ins and outs of putting together online content on a semi-regular basis. Joining me behind the camera there is what might generously be called my producer. The beast of unfathomable horror that lives in the basement, or Buhb for short. Hello. Even though that acronym doesn't work at all. What a pleasure it is to be working on this project with you, Mr. Head. As you know, I have many good years in the public television sector. In fact, I am reminded of a story. There was I, with Martin Scorsese, Marty as I call him, and Snuffleupagus, or Snuffy as I call him. And yeah, that's great, Bubsy, that's great. See about your pal Big Bird coughing up some of that Sesame Street money our way. Then we'll all get together and hug and open-mouth kiss whenever that happens. Alright, well, I had more to say, but we've already been talking for too long, so let's get on with it already. First movie tonight, Body Melt. What's there to say that hasn't already been said about a good grilled cheese sandwich? It's gooey, it's drippy, it's been dropped on the floor a few times, but I'm still gonna eat it because it's just so damn delicious. Here we go, Body Melt. See you at the first break.
This is dial and insult. This is dial and insult. Call 1-900-2-INSULT. Dial and insult. Are you having a bad day? It's about to get worse. There's a guy called Sultan who's waiting to crush. When you dial up, he's gonna cut Sit down, gonna let you know that you're nothing but a clown. You'll get him, Sultan. $1 per minute, $2 fast minute. Kids get permission. 1-900-2-INSUB. Call now and you'll never be the same again.
The carnival's back in town with all your old favorites. The Ferris wheel, the Roundup, the octopus, beautiful girls, the spook house, bumper car, and a special added attraction. It's got ghoulies, too. They walk, they talk, they crawl on their belly like
Reptile.
This place is better than Epcot Center.
ghoulies, too.
Really scary, mister.
Close carnival hard before they kill again. $1,000 for any man who brings me one alive.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the bathroom, ghoulies too. They'll get you in the end. Again. Ghoulies too.
Body melt! They say that's the first song you hear when you first get to heaven. Alright, so now we'll be doing the Splat-Stats, which will be a recurring feature of our show. We'll be employing 4 different highly advanced statistical measures anytime we show a horror movie. The gore quotient, which tells us how bloody a movie is and compares it to the overall median. Then there's the kill graph, which shows the amount of kills and the spread throughout the film. Then the wheel of weapons shows us all the weapons used and how many times they were used. Then the rated R bar graph, a simple tally of all the nudity in the film. I won't explain all the crackpot science behind it right now, but just be impressed. Alright, so here's the Splat-Stats for Body Melt. Body Melt scored a gore quotient of 153, beating the median value of 129, placing the movie in the lower end of the third quartile of bloodiest movies we've analyzed so far. Body Melt has a total of 13 kills and or deaths, spread pretty evenly across its runtime, with a considerable increase in death rate within the last 15 minutes. Bare hands was the most popular weapon by far in Body Melt, followed by pistol. With an attack-to-kill ratio of 0.44, that means that a little less than half of every attack resulted in a kill. With a total of 31 instances of depicted nudity, Body Melt ranks pretty high on the nudometer. Plenty of green and yellow level nudity, with just a dash of red level being the cherry on top. Okay, so that was your first taste of the Splat-Stats. We'll usually be doing these before the movie, so we'll go ahead and do another right before we start the Deadly Spawn. First though, another of what I hope will be a recurring feature. The viewer mail. Now, being a living embodiment of an outdated media format, you might surmise correctly that I have a strong penchant for all things retro and nostalgic. Now, this being the modern age and all, we get pretty much all of our fan mail in the form of email. So, to give ourselves the old school satisfaction of opening up proper pen and paper fan mail, I have created this. A machine that turns my boring emails into real handwritten mail. It's called the Bionically Articulated Writing and Transcription, or Bartleby for short. So I simply put an email into Buhb, press the button, and there you have it, a sealed, handwritten fan mail. So let me just get out my laptop here, plug into Bartleby's interface like so, and here we go. And now, just as easy as that, we have one handwritten mail, pure analog style. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got in the mailbox today. Okay, let's just open her up here. Okay, let's see what we got. Hey, Mr. Tape, it's me, your lovely and handsome #1 fan, Abel. I have to say that I am super impressed with your knack for theater. It has been a long time since I have seen such entertaining hosting, and that has to say a lot, because as you know, I have been around theater and music most of my life. I would also like to add that the whole elemental thing is awesome, and can't wait to one day see those elemental powers in action, if that day ever comes, that is. Well, gotta go. I have some chores to do, depression to cry about, and stuff, and dogs to watch. Your #1 fan, Abel. Well, that was a perfectly fine fan letter. Lovely and handsome, huh? This guy trying to fuck. Or something. But seriously though, it's always great to hear from a fan, especially from a salivating prevert like you appear to be, young man. I appreciate your interest in the program, nothing else. This is always a joy. So, great. Okay, big thank you to my superfan Abel. I'm always desperate for the chance to reach out to the old weirdo fan base. And remember, Dungeoneers, if you want to send me a piece of fan mail, just email it to videodungeontheater@gmail.com for a chance to have your letter read on the next episode. Okay, that's enough chit-chat for now. Let's get back to the business of watching movies. Next up on the program, The Deadly Spawn. When you got that itch that only rubber, fangly monsters can scratch, you gotta watch The Deadly Spawn. Okay, so here are the Splat-Stat totals for The Deadly Spawn. The Deadly Spawn scored a gore quotient of 371, destroying the median value of 129, placing it at the very top of the 4th quartile of bloodiest movies we've analyzed so far, making it the bloodiest movie we've looked at besides Dead Alive, which we never include in the data because its gore quotient is so damn high it really fucks up the graph. The Deadly Spawn has a total of 6 kills/deaths, with fully 2/3 of all deaths occurring in the first 15 minutes of the film, and no further kills until close to the 1 hour mark. The Deadly Spawn features a great variety of different weapons, but most only get used once. Teeth were the weapons of choice, dominating over 40% of the graph, with an attack-to-kill ratio of 0.33. That means that only 1 out of every 3 attacks resulted in a kill, with a total of only 4 instances of depicted nudity, and then being only a pair of bosoms shown twice briefly through a gossamer nightgown. The Deadly Spawn features hardly any sex or nudity whatsoever. Okay, so without further ado, here is The Deadly Spawn. See you again after the movie. I'm just saying your name abbreviates to Buhb. Buhtlb. If you had bothered to read the first draft of my memoirs that I gave you, you would know perfectly well that it is a traditional name, and that the T and the L are silent. They have always been silent, my dear. Then why even include that in your name? You could at least mix it up a bit. You could be the beast in the unfathomable basement of horror. Then that at least would spell Buhb, B-U-B-H. Yes, well, that rather implies that the basement is unfathomably horrible, not myself. No, I have taken a great deal of pain in choosing my name. I'm quite happy with Buhb, thank you. Yeah, but then it would... Whoops, hey, ha ha ha. Oh, bloody hell, we're rolling. Hey, welcome back. Didn't see you there. I hope you have enjoyed tonight's program and are looking forward to many more sordid celluloid adventures here in the video dungeon. If you want to stay informed of future episodes, be sure to follow us on our various social media pages. Just type in Video Dungeon Theater and look for the profile with my gorgeous mugshot on it. Okay, so that is the end of our program. I hope you have enjoyed the show. So until next time, when I see you again, be kind and unwind with us here at Video Dungeon Theater.